Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the BAYUEMAS Oval for what promises to be an absolute blockbuster. We're down to the final four, and right now it's all about semi-final two. The powerhouse UAE side taking on a dangerous Hong Kong-China lineup with the ultimate ticket to the grand finale on the line. The toss can play a massive factor on this surface today. Let's go straight down to the middle, where Shah was with the both captains.
Good afternoon, and it's time for the second semi-final. We have two teams coming in as the group leaders, and they've done a wonderful job. And I have the two captains. It's Natasha Miles from Hong Kong, China, and Aisha Oza from UAE, alongside our match referee, Miss Varsha. So we'll head straight into the toss. Natasha will flip the coin.
Tails. Tail is the call.
Tail is the call,
It's the heads.
and it's heads. So Natasha, what's your decision for today?
I think we're going to have a bat first.
Okay, any specific reasons for that?
I think it's a nice wicket here at BAYUEMAS. We've played here before. We've done pretty well setting targets up and defending them, so hoping to do the same again today.
So a long tour for you and the girls, right from the qualifiers till now. So how did you find it on your fitness?
Yeah, it's fine. I think we had enough rest days in between our games. We were quite lucky with how our games turned out and our schedule did. So, ready and raring to go for today.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So, Aisha, happy with the decision, or you would have liked something different?
We wanted to bat first as well, but I think we've done both in this tournament. We've batted first and bowled first, so we're ready for either.
So a very important game for you. Of course, you have qualified for the Asia Cup, but what's your plan going into this game?
I think coming to the tournament, the plan was to qualify for the Asia Cup, but also go for the trophy. So it's just halfway done. We want to go win that trophy. So yeah, just play our best cricket, just get better than what we've been in the last games, and hopefully put up a better show today.
And enjoying the heat and humidity out here?
Not exactly, but it is what it is. It's for both teams, same conditions for both teams. So yeah, hopefully we go well today.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So the news from out here, Hong Kong, China have won the toss and they will bat first.
Well, that was the news from the center. Hong Kong, China decided to bat first after having won the toss, and no surprises there because they're very well aware of how strong the UAE batting lineup is. And for this stint of commentary with me and to take us through the teams, I have Mr. Dennis Musali.
Yeah, thank you very much, Adish. And I think it will be it will be a cardinal sin to give away the toss because the sun is out, clear blue skies. And if you look at the two lineups, Hong Kong, China, led by Natasha Miles, Kang Chahing, Jasmine Dawani, the leading run scorer in the tournament. Ikra Sahab, very good bowler for them. Nai Wing, Mariko Hill, Mariam Bibi, Shanzhen Shazad, Sui Mei, Marina, very good in that quarterfinal game for them. And Joylene Delwali are the players taking the field for Hong Kong, China.
And for the UAE, the skipper's been in red hot form, and with the bat and ball, to be said if it's fair. Tirtha Satish, the wicketkeeper, also in brilliant form, and they're quick, and the top order bat Samaira. These three will hold key for the UAE to be able to make a game out of this. Their bowling's very, very strong. Hina will open the bowling as well with the new ball, a left arm spinner. They look a fantastic side, and we're in for a great contest between bat and ball, Dennis.
Very, very much so. So 16th ranked the UAE taking on Hong Kong, China, who are ranked 22nd in the world. If you're thinking about numbers, and they say numbers don't lie, Hong Kong, UAE should be the favorites in this one. But I tell you, Hong Kong, China have been in fine form because they've gotten all this way without dropping a single game.
So have the UAE. They haven't lost a single one all the way to the semis, and it doesn't look like both these teams want to give anything away. I think that was a very smart decision by the captain to decide to bat first, just plainly because they know that UAE's got a deep batting lineup and a very strong one.
Yeah, you never want to let them have first crack. And that lady there in the frame, the captain, Aisha Oza, very, very attacking. So definitely putting on a score on board, I think is something that will challenge them. But I must say, of the two semi-final games, I think this one for me is the proper setup. Both these teams evenly matched. The first one was a loop-sided Thailand winning by 6 wickets. But I have a feeling that this one is going to go to the wire. And the best game on the day is the best team of the day is the one that will take the victory.
Absolutely. There is also a contest that will be played tomorrow morning to decide who finishes third and fourth on the table. But attention back to this game. Samaira, she's been fantastic. She bowls so quickly. And just a quick word from the captain at the toss was, obviously she did lose, Aisha Oza. She said that we've done both really well and it doesn't matter. We would have wanted to bat first, but we're okay with whatever comes our way.
Yeah, as long as they can get Hong Kong, China out cheaply, I think they have the batting in them, UAE, to make sure they get over the line. And yesterday at the hotel, I cited their head coach, Ahmed Raza, meaning that they've deployed the big guns for these final two games. And they're thinking that the only thing that will be good enough for them when they go back home is living with the trophy.
Absolutely. There we are. We're just about to start play. Hong Kong, China, Natasha Miles will be the opener alongside Mariko Hill, one of their senior pros. Samaira with the first ball. Oh, that's beautifully driven. That was full. That was there to be hit. And what a way to get off the mark for Hong Kong.
Yeah, clearly there to be hit. Half volley on the outside of stump. Natasha Miles just extends her arms. Good piece of bat on that ball. And races to the boundary. See that again on the replay. Served up the width on offer. Natasha just reaches for it. Bit of an error there in the fielder, and you can see now the wicketkeeper is just trying to set her up properly. I think she's on the wrong angle. That's why she couldn't cut off that ball. Couple of steps to her left. She has gone to her right.
This time the ball jacks back in. A mild appeal. I was just going to say the first ball didn't offer any swing, but this one did come back in, Dennis.
Yeah, come back in very, very sharply. And a good adjustment, good comeback there from Samaira. This time bowling the ball on a good length, but clearly the umpire there indicating that there was some bat in that.
The ball also kept slightly low while it came back in, and that area has always been a little patchy this entire tournament. Again, ball coming back in. She's not wanting to give the batter any room. She wants to keep it stump to stump.
Yeah, no chance whatsoever. This is a big, big game. And UAE know for them to have an easy second inning, they need to keep these two very quiet. I like Mariko Hill because she runs very well between wickets. She's always eager to get on the other end.
That did cost her in one of the games earlier. She had to be retired out. This time she's got some width. Plays that late cut, but there is protection. Will only be a single, and it will bring Mariko Hill on strike for the first time today.
Yeah, good awareness there from Natasha Miles, realizing that there's no third man. So if you can beat the fielder who's in the inner ring, you could get that ball to rest to the boundary. Interesting field set for the UAE because they have a deep point and a deep square leg.
Again wide, goes in that same area where the fielder was patrolling the boundary. They want to come back for a couple and will make it successfully. That is a little sloppy and a little slow. All right, there has been an attempt to run out the non-striker. The umpire has gone up.
Not sloppy, but I think Natasha Miles has made ground. But somehow she was not aware that there was a second. By the time she looked up, she realized that Mariko Hill was already down the ground. But the throw wasn't very strong from the keeper, so I think she has made ground.
Well, these third umpire decisions are always tricky. There's a small change in field as well. We will come to that as soon as we look at this replay. Slide the bat. That is very, very close, Dennis.
Yeah, very, very tight. I think a bit casual there from Natasha Miles. But I think the bat is grounded enough. Fair enough to say that the decision has gone benefit of doubt surely has to go to the batter.
Again, coming back onto the stumps. This has been a brilliant, brilliant start. Good cricket all round. It's been entertaining the first over. After one, it's 7 for none. Dennis, we've had a brilliant start to this contest. You said this was the contest to watch out for. This is going to be one of the best games of the tournament. And what's been served on the first over speaks exactly of that.
Yeah, exactly. This is a proper middleweight contest, not a heavyweight one, but a proper middleweight. Is going to be runs in this game. And trust me, I have a feeling that this will go down to the wire.
Sheena with the second over. Flat bat set for a single to long on. The point that you earlier mentioned about Mariko Hill running the first ones really quick, wanting to be eager to be taking as many runs as possible, not missing out on a single opportunity. Just a quick point from the last over's run out attempt. Always slide the bat.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the basics of the game.
An attempted sweep shot, a mild misfield. There is nobody there for protection on the boundary, and it will be another 4.
Yeah, maybe the fielder could have done so much better. The fielder should have done better just to try and help out the bowler. Wasn't the best of deliveries, but the fielder could have helped and carried off. Sweep shot unleashed at this time, and it connects on the pads. Easy pickings there for Mariko Hill. That's a very good option. It's not an easy shot to play, but gets you a lot of runs if you're very comfortable with it.
It's time correction on the offside. Very well done. On the inner circle at mid-off. Will scamper through for a single.
Yeah, was in the slot, and I think Mariko was just trying to pierce the fielders in the infield. Just never got it through, but at least she played it so well.
Another drive, this time quicker to mid-off, an attempted run out. They will make it back. They're running really well between the wickets.
Yeah, I think they trust that they're running between the wickets, and they've picked up their fielders. Once they hit it very hard, they're going to run the first one very quickly. If the ball is hit hard and you see the batters running in between, as a fielder, you also sort of you get worried about missing the ball.
That's a better delivery. Slowed it up a little bit. Put it on the stumps. 2 fielders on the boundary rope for protection are deep mid and long on. That's a big appeal. No, that's bowled her. She played all over that ball. Another wicket to Hina early on in her spell. 14 for 1.
Yeah, Mariko Hill will be dejected, and you can see that she's putting her head down because she knows that she's committed a cardinal sin. They'll milk that over for a couple of runs, so this was very needless and unnecessary right now. Going across the line on a full pitch delivery, and the Hina Harish strikes for the UAE. Hong Kong, China, 14 for 1.
The new batter will be Yasmin Daswani, one of the leading run scorers in this tournament. She's been phenomenal, very consistent, and will have to stitch a big-time partnership with her captain now.
Yeah, I think there the doing word and the key word you've used, Adish, is consistent. I think throughout the whole tournament, she doesn't have a single digit score.
That's an incredible record to have, especially when you play games back to back. Samira to continue. really well played. Will scamper through for a single.
Two things about that wicket that will peg back Hong Kong China is that Mariko Hill runs so well between the wickets. Now without her, they will have to think about another strategy and go to something different. But the other is that Mariko Hill is also one of their really important players. I think she needed to have a partnership just about 30 runs with Natasha Miles just to sort of lay a good foundation.
Swani to face Samira. Oh, that shot that's cut away will go past the short third fielder and will race away to the boundary. What a start!
A shot on offer from a player who is in so much form. She doesn't fear anything. On her first ball, she offers on a ball that is wide. Some good width on offer. Daswani just throws her, when you swing very hard. And that came off very, very quickly. Mentioned that UAE don't use a third man. So when you're in the infield, if the ball passes you, it's surely going to rest to the boundary.
Well, I think the UAE skipper is just listening to you there, Dennis, because the fielder's just gone up to the boundary rope.
Yeah, you'd rather be proactive and reactive.
Second fielder patrolling the boundaries also on the offside. The sweeper. And a good comeback delivery. She's done this on quite a few occasions today, Samira. She's bowled her wides, full lengths, half volley, short balls. They've all been outside the off stump, and the comeback delivery's always been on the stumps. So I think she's struggling just a little bit to be able to find the exact spot that she wants to bowl at.
Yeah, I think a bit of everything, and the challenge for her has been the sort of field they've set for her. It's not your conventional field, so you're always trying to make sure you're bowling to the right areas.
Good deliveries back to back. This is what Samira kept doing the last game as well. Bowling on the stumps, giving the ball an opportunity to move here or there, and restricting any opportunity for a single.
Yeah, and that's one is also very, very strong square of the wicket. But when you bowl it wicket to wicket, she's not the strongest of players. So you sort of just feeding her bat and she'll keep hitting the ball to the fielders.
Goes wide again. She's got good wheels.
The other thing about the loss of Mariko Hill is that Daswani has been scoring runs, but for her, they don't come very, very quickly. She takes her time, drops anchor, and then she will accelerate later on. But Mariko Hill likes to get on with the run scoring, so maybe the runs will not come as fast as Hong Kong China might have wanted for now.
Another dot ball will end the third. It's 19 for 1. Dennis, let's also quickly not forget that it is extremely hot outside. Just a couple of days ago, we saw the Malaysian captain feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially after fielding for 20 overs and then coming out to bat. So it is not going to be very easy for the UAE.
No, it's not going to be easy at all. On this particular ground, we saw Aisha Oza had an opportunity of scoring a century, but she started giving way when she got into the 60s.
Let's work the way on the leg side. It has gone in the gap. They will look for a couple. Will have to settle for one.
Yeah, so the conditions out there are very unforgiving, especially if you play a very long inning. All the players who have gotten to 50 and more, they have always looked like they're struggling out in the middle. So it's not very easy conditions. And I think teams wouldn't mind you running that much because you tire yourself out.
Tries to give herself a little bit of room. Brilliant bowling from Hina. She just slightly followed the batter without giving her any room.
Yeah, if you notice the intentionality there from the UAE, they decided to leave the mid-wicket region open so that Natasha Miles can get off strike and bowl as much as possible to Yasmin Daswani.
She steps down, will hit it straight to the fielder. Well, Hina's making the batter do something that she's not very comfortable doing early on in her innings. That's a moral victory for the bowler.
And it is working for them because the more that Daswani is getting dot balls, the more pressure it puts on her. And also that also affects Natasha Miles on the other end. She must be thinking that we need to maximize the power play and try and get as much as possible.
Steps down, hits it back to the bowler. There is no room for error here. She is playing a lot of dot balls, and that, like you said, will add to a lot of pressure. Let's not forget that we're still 2 overs for the power play to end.
Yeah, that's what happens playing into the plan. She's changing and she's going through the umpire.
That's punched off the back foot. Fielder at deep cover will cut it off. It'll be a single to close that one. After 4, it's 21 for 1.
Adish, to the credit of Hong Kong, China, they never get out of the blocks very, very quickly. So maybe there's no need to worry right now. They are getting just about 5 runs every over. If you keep going like this, you end up at about 100. But they know 1 or 2 overs will go their way, so they can easily still get to 140 if they continue like this.
Who said it's only test matches that will win you games if you play time? T20's also got a lot of time. Samaira starts off again, short and wide. They will look for the couple. 2 batters on the same end. An opportunity for a run out. And they will get their wicket. A big time miscommunication there between the captain and their best batter. Yasmin Daswani has to depart. She's not very happy about this.
Yeah, Yasmin Daswani has to depart because of a very needless second run that we're trying to get. But I think I'll blame Natasha Miles on this occasion. She was ball watching rather than looking at her partner. That was an easy double, but she was ball watching on the other end and didn't realize that Yasmin had come back for a second. There was still an opportunity for them to go back on the other end, but again, Natasha Miles was stuck on one side. And somehow, in the end, it just looked like Daswani was sacrificed. Look at that. She played the ball very well. Very strong square of the wicket. You can see immediately she took off. She was thinking of 2. But in the other frame, Natasha Miles was continuously ball watching and didn't realize that Yasmin had come back her end. And there was completely no chance. Very good work there from Satish. Just lobbing the ball back to the bowler who did the rest.
Absolutely. She stormed off. Did Yasmin Daswani after being run out. She was proactive in looking for the first quick run. She also very quickly turned back. But the captain was sort of slow to even get off the blocks.
I don't know. Sometimes that's how when you communicate as 2 batters. As you're passing each other, you can just say maybe it's 2 or 1. So that there's a very good understanding. But in this case, both batters were on different networks.
Samaira to continue. Well, 2 big batters are back in the hut for Hong Kong, and they will be under the pump right now. They need to get out of this hole, which is rather big, that they've dug for themselves.
Yeah, Adish, you've said exactly the right words. A lot of runs have been taken out by the UAE with those 2 wickets, Mariko Hill and Daswani. Daswani has scored the bulk of most of the runs Hong Kong, China have been scoring that have gotten them to this stage.
That's wide. That's beautifully played away. Will she find the boundary? Yes, she will. A much needed one for the captain.
Yeah, Natasha Miles has to realize now her team needs a captain's inning and a very big inning. Again, some wins on offer. Natasha plays it so well. Just make sure she beats the field at point. There was enough in the ball just to get to the boundary. Every
time she's been wide, she's been punished. Samaira.
think easy pickings for any top order batter. Those are the sort of deliveries you're looking to milk.
This time she comes back and comes back sharply. And she got some wheels on that.
Yeah, you have mentioned it, that every time she's bowled a comeback delivery, it's looked like it's going to get a wicket. Then you start to wonder, why doesn't she stick to that? Why does she have to change and go back to anything else?
Well, you learn from your mistakes and you make more mistakes to learn more lessons. Oh, that's a big appeal. It did look very close and the umpire agrees. She's raised her arm. It's the big fish. It's the captain. 3 of their best players will have to be in the hut, and Hong Kong in the biggest of troubles.
Yeah, Hong Kong, China now in a spot of the bother, especially after the loss of their captain, Natasha Miles. Very top quality delivery there from Samira. Wicket to wicket, but this one stayed low, a touch too low, and completely missed it. Trapped plump LBW in front. The easiest of decisions for the umpire to make. And Hong Kong, China are 3 wickets down for only 26 runs. The UAE now have wind in their sail after picking up 3 big wickets. New batter Mariana was very impressive for Hong Kong, China in their quarterfinal win. She had new day, new opportunity. She will have to work very, very hard to help her team get over the line. But she was impressive in the quarterfinal win for Hong Kong, China against Japan. Mariana comes to bat for Hong Kong, China, as Sahidu also joins me in the commentary box.
Well, thank you, Dennis, and a very good afternoon. Well, hot and humid conditions out here, but the match is getting hotter as well. 3 wickets down, 5 overs done, 26 for 3.
Hot and humid out there, but I think it's feeling very, very cold in that Hong Kong, China dugout right now, because they are in a difficult position. How can they recover from this?
Well, I think it's very important for them to get a partnership in here, and they have 2 experienced batters, Carrie Chan and Marina Lamplau. I think it's very important that they understand the situation well. There's a left-hand, right-hand combination going on, so it's not easy for the bowlers to settle down. But it also depends on how you approach the game as batters.
I think usually the other thing they tell you is that these are very good conditions for batting, so you don't play the situation of the game, but play the conditions of the game. Just go out there and keep expressing yourself. That's the only way you get a total on the board. Kan Chahin, very, very aggressive as a batter. Maybe that's my only worry for Hong Kong, China.
And I believe UAE did a wonderful job with the balls, especially when it was the wicket of Yasmin. Oh, beautifully bowled. Yasmin Daswani got out for the first time in this tournament.
Exactly. Yasmin Daswani has been very, very impressive. And I think taking her out was a big, big win for UAE.
Well, it was the skipper, Natasha Miles, was involved in the run out. Beautifully bowled once again. Coming back to Natasha Miles, the moment that run out happened, was her job to stay there a bit longer, but then she ended up losing her wicket as well. So they're in some deep trouble now, Hong Kong, China. Plenty of recovery to go. Oh, that's aerial and in the gap as well, just over the point fielder. Oh, some chaos in the middle as well. A yes and a no from the batters, but they will complete 2 runs.
Yeah, not sure running from Hong Kong, China, Kan Chahin and Marina. Not so sure if they are making the calls, because they seem to just be running without making any calls. I think no fault for Natasha Miles. She got a gem of a delivery from Samaria.
Oh, that's close. Probably just drifting down the leg. That was a close call. Looked to be very close from here.
Yeah, very, very close. Tight, but told you like Kancha Hain, she likes to get on with the game. She's not the sort who can come and bat you out of a situation like this. And that's what that's one he has been very good at.
Well, misfield. One of those rare occasions where we have seen a misfield coming from UAE. Usually they're a very good side when it comes to ground fielding.
Shout here for LB, but I think sliding down the leg side.
Yeah, probably the angle just going towards the leg. Probably just might have missed. It was a close call. Well, last delivery before the power play ends. Fuller delivery. That's well worked away on the onside. Too long on. End of the over. It's 30 for 3. Well, there comes the signal from the umpire. End of the power play. I think UAE will be very happy with that. Not a bad toss to lose.
No, not a bad toss to lose at all. And I think Hong Kong, China will be the team that are disappointed with their effort. They have the runs. 5 runs every over is not terrible. But the problem for them is those 3 wickets. Because you've taken away nearly 3/4 of the runs for the team. So someone today has to put their hand up and be responsible for the run scoring.
Yes, absolutely. 3 big wickets, 3 big names. One of the leading run getters and loads of experience, and the skipper herself all going out. Well, I think it was that bizarre run out that really did the damage to them.
I keep mentioning that a run out means you played for the other team. So you would say that for today, Hong Kong, China have only lost 2 wickets.
But there's a change in bowling. Atika Celine. Oh, that's a top edge. This should be a wicket. Yes, first delivery. And it's Marina Lamplau who departs.
There will be no heroics for Marina today. She was impressive in the quarterfinals. But she pushes at a ball on the first offering and just ends up chipping the ball and gives a kind catch. The fielder standing at mid-off. And if they were in a spot of a bother, now they are getting in a deeper hole. Simple delivery in the slot, but she just ends up pushing at it and chips it straight in the air. Angita takes a simple catch. Hong Kong, China now 30 for 4.
Well, in walks Mariam Bibi. Well, she was wonderful with the ball, and now she'll need to do something special with the bat as well. Hong Kong, China in deep trouble.
And she's very, very capable as a batter. Big game player, Mariam Bibi. She's won them games with the ball, but today I think they will need her to first win them the game with the bat. I think it's a good decision to just send her early. Usually she comes in a bit at the back end, but I think there's no need of saving best for last because last may not even be there.
But what a wonderful start from Shashikala. Well, she missed out in a few of the games, but then came back in the quarterfinals. Was slightly expensive in the first over, and she was taken out of the attack, and she does well today. First ball, first wicket down. Oh, this looks close. Big appeal.
Yeah, had in the mouth moment there for Mariam Bibi. Has worried for her as well because wicket to wicket, you cannot afford to play across the line.
Yes, Hong Kong, China, they have lost some wickets, but then the 2 batters out there, they need to focus and ensure that they don't lose more wickets. Mariam Bibi and Kerry Chan, both are pretty capable. Again, wrapped on the pads. You can sense the nerves.
I think the challenge for both batters, their natural game is not surviving. So that is where the problem comes in. When your natural game is not to survive, sometimes you don't have the skills to survive in that situation. Both of them very, very aggressive. They like to get on with the game. But now the team requires you to sort of first dig in and drop anchor.
I think sometimes that's when you need to decide if you want to play your natural game, which for me should be the best thing possible right now. Oh, beautifully fielded. Hina once again. Such a live wire in the field.
Yeah, right now the momentum is with the UAE, so everything they will do, just everything they try to do will come off. The thing is, when you try and play your natural game in this moment, you're thinking that if I get out, we'll be 30 for 5. So let me try and hang around so that maybe we push it all the way up to 40 without losing another wicket.
Yes, coming back to your point, I think the moment you start thinking like that, then you're more tentative. You get a lot of questions in your mind and you get a bit uncertain about things.
Yeah, and it depends on the resources you have in the heart, because your thinking may be triggered by the mind that you don't have so many reliable people at the back. I'm the last hope. I'm the last line of defense and hope. So let me try and hang around for as long as possible.
Oh, that's pulled away. And this is excellent captaincy from Esha Ojha as well. A deep square leg in place for that pull shot. End of the over, 31 for 4. And it's time for a change in the bowling as well. It's going to be the captain, Esha Ojha. Well, what a tournament for her. Highest run getter for UAE and the highest number of wickets. 10 wickets in this tournament. So she's someone who has done everything right.
Yeah, Esha Ojha at the highest individual score of the tournament as well. She's got 96. Missed out on that century only because of the heat.
And mind you, in the same game, she took a hat-trick as well. So someone who can do a bit of everything. It's a big heave on the onside. And well, Adarsh was there in the previous game and he asked her at the presentation if she could keep as well. And she said she used to be a keeper.
Yeah. I think she started as a keeper before she started bowling the part-time off-spin. What I like about her is that she doesn't bowl because she has to bowl. She only bowls because the situation requires her to bowl. Now this is a good matchup for her against a left-hander. If she can be able to beat that outside edge and keep Chan Kahin quiet, she will have done a good job for her team.
Oh, she's got a wicket. Well, she can't do anything wrong. The skipper, Esha Ojha, the player with the golden arm, picking her 11th wicket in this contest.
Yeah, that's what I told you, Shahidu, that Chan Kahin doesn't like to hang around very much. She wants to get on with the game. Again, a wrong shot selection option for her because the boundaries on that side are all loaded. She could have looked to play the ball on the offside. Goes across the line and the stumps are disturbed by Iza. Half of the team already back in the heart for Hong Kong, China. They are 32 for 5.
Well, Shansin Shazad is the new batter for Hong Kong, China.
Sensing trouble here for Hong Kong, China. The first semi-final also didn't have so many runs in it. But Hong Kong, China at 32 for 5. They need a big hero win to dig them out of this hole. Starts off well. We're talking about Esha Oja. I was there for the toss, and 20 minutes before the toss, she was bowling continuously, just trying to hit that line, trying to get in the rhythm. So that's a lot of hard work as well as a cricketer. And look at that. That's the second wicket in the over. She hits the timber once again. Well, the skipper making things happen herself. Yeah, through the gate there of Shanzin Shazad. All depart without troubling the scorers. It's big trouble for Hong Kong China, who have lost their 6th wicket. Lisa Osha gets one to go through the gates, completely takes out middle stump. But away from her body there, Shazad left a big gap, just a gap just enough for the ball to sneak through. 6 wickets down, 32 for 6. Lai Wing Ki is a new batter for Hong Kong China. Hong Kong China just need a partnership to get them going. It's what has completely been missing for them in this game. Every time they've tried to string together a partnership, the UAE have found a way to pick up a wicket. Hong Kong China won the toss and decided to bat first. Well, apart from the toss, it has all been UAE. One-sided affair. That's a good-looking shot. Played late. A late cut to get off the mark. A single for Lee. So that the UAE were the favorites in this one, maybe due to their ranking, 16th in the world. That's driven. Quick run once again. That's smart batting from Mariam Bibi. She knew this was the last ball of the over, took a single, and with that she'll keep the strike as well. 34 for 6. Yeah, in this particular game, I was mentioning Hong Kong, China, UAE, of course, the favorites because of their ranking. But rankings don't matter so much if you're not able to back them up with the performance. But so far, they are doing the business. Shashikala will continue in here. Oh, full toss. That was asking for punishment. Well, she got away with it. And the fielder does well in the deep. Couple of runs taken. Yeah, clearly got away with it. Poor ball on the pads. Should have been hit into the next district, but she's lucky they get 2 runs. Again, on a normal day, Miriam Bibi will be hitting that for 6. But I think now she's a bit under pressure just to make sure she does everything well. She's the last recognized batter for Hong Kong, China. Yes, all about pressure, how you deal with it. That was a good-looking shot. And again, the skipper in action. You just can't keep her away from the game. I don't know if that's a very good single to take from Mariam Bibi because she might be exposing the rest of the batting. You don't want to be on one end and then run out of partners. Well, it all started from that run out. And since then, UAE have not looked behind, dominating with the proceedings. And late cut, straight to point. Yeah, that run out, I think, was a sliding door moment for the UAE. Since then, they've just been let through the batting lineup for Hong Kong, China. If you look back on the complexion of the game, I think that's what defines greatness. You just need that
small opening and how you capitalize on that situation. That's exactly what UAE has done. It's well bowled, slightly aerial. Again, the skipper very busy.
And I think she realizes that if they can allow Miriam Bibi to be on one end and then just take out everyone on the other end so that they can have an easy second inning.
It's absolutely tough times here for Hong Kong, China. Lost 6 wickets, only 37 on the board. That's well bowled once again. She's attacking the stumps. That's one key feature about her.
Exactly. She understands the assignment, just bowl wicket to wicket. Now, what that does is that it puts a lot of pressure on Miriam Bibi to just try and be responsible for the run scoring. Lai Wing is only going to be around to just hang around with her. But she doesn't look like she's going to show a lot of intent.
Yeah, key Lai Wing is the batter. Oh, full toss, mistimed. Fortunately for her, she mistimed it, or else it would have gone straight to the hands.
Again, Shahidu, I don't know. I'm not sure about that single because that means that the next over is going to start with Lai Wing. And I think that's why Miriam Bibi was sort of anxious to try and go back the other side. When you're out there in the middle, to have that sort of awareness is also not very, very easy because you're riding on emotions.
Well, that's when you get into trouble. You should never bring in emotion, especially in a situation like this. You need to be very calm and composed and not get carried away with the situation or with the surroundings out there. But yes, it's tough. Aisha Oja continuing in here. The skipper starts off with a low full toss.
I think now the UAE for them, it's just managing this game all the way up to the end. Don't allow Hong Kong, China to grow into the game.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Look at that ball bouncing from a good length.
Yeah, so some very good turn and bounce. And what a take there by Satish behind the stumps. Very, very good.
Well, they know each other for quite some time. They open the batting, so they understand each other, and you can see the partnership again bringing a lot of colors. Beautifully bowled once again. Oh, this could be close. Quick run taken, and that should be a run out. Well, the umpires are going to go upstairs, but I am sure she was short of her ground.
Yeah, you can see the trouble, and Lai Wing doesn't even wait for the third umpire's call because it's choosing to run off. But she knows that she was in trouble. Miriam Bibi trying to force a run where there was none.
Well, it was expected. Like we were discussing last delivery, she didn't take the single. Let's have a look at that. A good pickup from the skipper once again, and she had the awareness. She knew exactly where the stumps are.
She's not even in the frame by this moment. By the time she gets into the frame, Iza Osha is only underarming that ball and taking off the bails. So I think that's why Lai Wing was even running off, because she knew she was in trouble. Way out of the ground by at least a yard.
It's absolutely nowhere in the picture. And I think the red light will pop up. There it goes. Confirmation.
Yeah, now Hong Kong, China in big, big trouble. They are 38 for 7. And with that wicket as well, the teams will take a drinks break and will also come back after that drinks break.
Well, we are back at the BAYUEMAS Oval, and it's UAE. We're having the driving seat, and the players had drinks, and with that, we have a change in the comm box as well. Welcome back, Dipesh.
Thank you, Shahidul.
Isha Oja. Oh, this is close. This is close. Well, Dipesh, what's your call on that?
Well, it will be interesting to see the replay of this because important was where did it pitch. If it did not pitch in line, then probably it makes the umpire's job very easy. We'll have a look at it later.
Oh, good work done. This could be another run out. There's 2 feet. Oh dear, dropped. Well, for the first time, that was a mistake from Isha Oja, the skipper.
Well, it's so many instances you've seen the wickets falling down with such a miscommunication. I don't think so. You should be falling into that trap again because the strike batter was always looking where the ball was going.
Use of the feet. She gets the outside edge. This might run away for runs. At least 2 of them. They're pushing. Well, they've decided against the third. Rightly so. End of the over. We're at the halfway stage. It's 40-7.
Well, that's the confusion again. Mariam Bibi was always looking at where the ball went and how far it did went. You know, and that is where the communication part is so important. I think during the breaks, during after the overs, they should keep talking. They should keep conversing because right now it's the need. Mariam Bibi is again a very good batter, but she needs support on the other end. She cannot bat 20 overs alone. And that is where, if you want a decent total to fight on in the second innings, you need Mariam Bibi over there.
And it's going to be a change in the bowling. Vaishnavi comes into the attack, the leg spinner. Well, she has picked up 7 wickets in this tournament. Starts off with a loosener.
I think bowlers have stood up to the occasion, right from the captain Isha. You've seen some amazing spells and right up from the start of the innings.
Use of the feet and mistimed just over the fielder. Well, one-handed attempt, but it was a tough chance. It was Lavanya, the fielder on that occasion.
Well, yes, it was just above the head that time. A close chance that went down. But chances like these will keep coming with the kind of bowling that is happening.
Again, flighted, similar shot and different result. This time she's gone. Well, the previous delivery just went over the same fielder, and the very next delivery finds the palms with ease.
I told you the chances will keep coming back and back because, see, to be very honest, they are very much bowling in front of that middle stump and the off stump, which means that the batsman has to play. There is no chance where you cannot play that one. Now, this is again a very easy tossed up delivery on the off stump. You want Ikra Sahar. Oh, that's a complete mess at the moment. Hong Kong, China losing 8 wickets. And it has just happened in no time, Shah.
It's absolutely the fall of wickets. They've came in clusters, falling apart here. The Hong Kong China team.
5 bowling options starting from Samaira. Yes, she was a little expensive in the start, but she got a wicket. Isha Oza in that 1 over, she got 2 wickets. Then it was Shashikala Silva, again a wicket. Hina, again a wicket. Vaishnavi, I mean, just started off, got a wicket already.
It's absolutely the new batter for Hong Kong China is Alison Siu. Well, Hong Kong China, they have a lot of Chinese players, but with English names as well. And Alison Siu is one of them.
And you know, the other part, whenever the wickets have fallen down, they have not even added 10 runs. You know, the first wicket fallen down at 14, the second at 22, the third one at 26, fourth one at 30, then 32, then 32, then 38, and then 42. So, not even a gap of 5 runs or probably 10 runs were added, whenever the new batter has come in. And that has impacted Hong Kong China's inning in a big way.
Yes, I think it's all about partnerships. And so far, it does not work for Hong Kong China. Another tidy over comes to an end. 3 runs and a wicket in that over. 43 for 8. Isha Oja will continue in here. Well, what a day for the captain. Like I said, the only thing that didn't work for UAE was the toss. Apart from that, they have dictated terms here. Good defense there, Mariam Bibi. I think it's very important that she faces most of the deliveries.
I think the way, I like the way she replied to you during the toss when you asked her that question that, toss did not go in your favor, but your thoughts. But she said that, we've done both. We've batted first, we've fielded first. And it's just about whatever we get, we have to accept and we have to go on. So I think the preparations were on, even if you win the toss or if you don't win the toss. You always need to have a plan B in your mind.
Yes, absolutely. And if you can execute your plans well, it doesn't really matter, isn't it? That's down the leg, a wide.
And just in the start, all your top batters, the batters who have made the difference throughout, right from the first match, were back in the dugout very early.
Beautifully bowled, going between bat and pad, and for the first time, Tirtha Satish not been able to pick it up. Yes, you're absolutely right. Especially those top 4, Natasha Miles, Mariko Hill, and the best batter, Yasmin Daswani, all getting out cheaply.
Yasmin Daswani was very lucky wicket, unlucky wicket, I would say. I mean, that run out costed a lot. Even Mariko Hill was playing so well. But then that cross-batted shot, I think she's hurt while fielding that one.
Yes, I think it was the dive. She landed a bit awkwardly. And we hope she's right. So it's tough conditions.
I think you'll have to be aware of, while you're diving, how smoothly are you landing on the ground. Because at this stage of the tournament, especially when you're playing a semi-final and tomorrow it's a final, at the moment, we don't know who's going to get into the final from these two teams. But whoever gets in, injuries cost a lot for players. And it's very important that you should avoid these kind of injuries here. But meanwhile, let's look at what all that has happened. 8 wickets, 46 runs. You've seen the first wicket of Mariko Hill, then Yasmin Daswani, that unfortunate run out. Then it was the captain, Natasha Miles, who went in. Then it was Marina Lamplow. I mean, was a very soft dismissal of Marina. Then it was Chanka in again, trying to play that sweep shot. Then it was Shazin Shahzad. Then it was Lai Wing Kiyama. and it was Ikra Sahar. So again, the fall of wickets did not even, fell in the gap of probably someone coming there, adding 10, 15 odd runs. It just kept on going and going. Look at that, and no surprise, the run rate is 3.94, because initially when it started, it looked really good and it really looked very stable with, Natasha Miles and Mari Powell. That's the partnership you always want to blossom. But then again, when you keep, keep the wickets going down, then it becomes very difficult. Unless now, even for that matter, you have the best player in the center, Mariam Bibi. But Mariam Bibi is, this is little unfortunate to see. She's walking down, and I think she's going back to the dugout. So they'll have to be very careful with injuries coming in. So I was talking about Mariam Bibi, one of the finest timers of the ball. But now, to even play a shot in the air, she'll think twice, because she knows that she's the one who can add in runs.
Yes, you're right. But at the same time, when you've lost 8 wickets with only 2 wickets in hand, you don't have much resources. And I think the best idea right now will be just to play her natural game. Well, she gets the edge. This will be runs. Well, not the best of running, but a good throw from the deep as well. Just a single.
It's again that thought, Shah, that will come back of the mind. What if we go for the second one and there is another casualty on the way? So you will not be able to take those kind of smooth decisions on the field now.
Yes, the good thing is Mariam Bibi on strike. Dances down the track and converts that delivery into a low full toss. Again, proactive batting. And she does well. Single to retain the strike. It's 48 for 8. Well, 12 overs are done. 48 for 8. It has been a good day for UAE. Well, a lot of expectations was riding for this match. Very balanced sides. But yes, today it was all about the UAE bowlers. And some unfortunate runouts as well.
Other than the first partnership of 14 runs, after that you will see all the partnerships in single digits. But right now, I think Mariam Bibi is doing the right thing. She's playing the ball to the merits. She's trying to add up some runs. And that is what, the match winner that she is, the kind of games that we have seen and the performances that we have seen from Mariam Bibi. She's the only hope in the center for Hong Kong, China.
Well, yes, but at the same time, it's about match awareness as well. Taking a single in the very first delivery, knowing you are the main batter. It's also slightly questionable, but I'm sure she has a lot of trust in Alison Sue, her batting partner.
So you got to put up that trust, because you're talking about a T20 game where you always want to have batters till the end. You want batters, you want all-rounders who can stick till the 20 overs. And that will be the plan, to play all 20 overs, try to get in as many as runs possible.
Yes, meanwhile, it's wonderfully bowled. Vaishnavi, again, the turn, the drift. Classic leg spinner. I wouldn't mind to see a slip in place as well. New batter there, Alison Sue, put on some pressure.
They might get that. I think it's more of the bowler who has to request it to the captain.
Well, she goes for the big shot inside out. That's in the gap as well. Could have been another run out. Well, Mariam Bibi was looking for the second. Alison Sue said, no, I'm going to have a safe time on the other side.
Again, and Alison must be thinking the same thing, that, when we are doing good in singles, why we need to just push ourselves and try to, again, make a mistake.
And with that single, the 50 is up as well. There goes the big heave. Well, the umpire's going to go upstairs. Seems like the bat was in the air.
This is a good call. This is a very good call, in fact, because her back foot was, I think, in the air. There is no chance about the bat. The only thing that will save her is her back foot. If that is grounded, she's safe, and that is a very good work behind the stumps. Now look at that. Keep focusing on the back foot. If that touches or that goes inside the line, because the bat was way too high in the air, it took a lot of time for the bat to be grounded, but the only thing that will save her is the foot. The line, it's on the line. It's on the line. See, the bails are off before even the bat is getting grounded.
Well, it could be touch and go.
I don't think so. I mean, it will be an interesting call and not an easy one even for the TV umpire.
They're checking the front foot once again, and I think that's a fair delivery.
See, the line belongs to the umpire. We all know that.
But it's just the last frame. If you can just look into this once again.
You have to go very slow. This is an interesting one.
Yes, and it was a good take from the wicketkeeper. Look at where she collected.
She was brilliant behind the stumps. Moments like this. Look at that. The bat is still not grounded. The bails are in the air and the foot is on the line. We'll have to wait for the umpires to decide now. As I said, the line belongs to the umpire.
But if you ask me, that's out, and I'll be expecting the red light to go.
Oh, this is fantastic job behind the stumps, because it takes 0.5 seconds to blink an eye, and even a less of a time to get stumpings like these. It has to be off in a flash. Fantastic work. They'll be checking from the other angle as well. It's a semi-final game. Even the TV umpire has to make sure that whatever the decision, whatever button they're pressing, they have to be completely sure on this. It's a semi-final game, Shah.
Yes, but that's where some advantage goes to the batter as well. If there's not any fair evidence or 100% call, then it goes in favor of the batter. But yes, for me, it's a very close call, and I felt like the bat was in the air. But yes, we still are waiting for the umpire to make the decision.
I think this is the side angle is the best view, I think, because now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this fifth time. Oh, the bails are in the air. The bat is in the air as well. It's not yet grounded because she was off balance. When she played that shot, Mariam Bibi was completely off balance to get her bat back into the crease. And that is the red light that finally comes after looking at various angles, making it sure that, all the angles said only one story, that the bat was not landed.
Well, a tough call, but trust me, Dipesh, that was the right call there.
It's a very good call. I mean, superb work. I'm sure it's superb work by our cameraman. It's superb work from our technicians. And it's superb work from everybody. And finally, I mean, umpire is the final authority.
So that's the 9th wicket down, just 1 wicket away. What a day for UAE. And it's Joylin Dhaliwal, the last batter, walking in for Hong Kong, China.
So the captain now.
Oh, this is close. Big appeal. Well, probably the height, because she has a very high arm release with her height.
Yes, I mean, certainly you're right, because the height is the only reason that has saved her at this point in time. It's just 1 wicket away. 50 only on the scoreboard by Hong Kong, China, and almost.
Again, surviving that. Alison Siu, she's on strike. She wanted to be away from the strike in the last over, But now she needs to take the responsibility as well. And there she goes over the infield. Good looking shot. A boundary that will do her a lot of confidence.
Well, I will feel that, it's a very brave one. When you know that you are just 1 wicket away and you still want to go for it, it's totally the bravery that will speak for many days for this batter, Siu Mei.
Oh, well bowled. Good comeback from the skipper. .54 for 9. And UAE, they're just 1 wicket away from closing it down. And what a day for them. They'll be storming in to the final. That's edged. And it's Thailand on the other side as well, waiting for the results of this game.
It is going to be a fantastic game, whatever the finals will be. But at this moment, it's the last wicket hunt that is going on.
Kane use of the feed, quick single taken. And she makes it. And with that, Alison Siu will retain the strike. It's 55 for 9. That was a beautiful looking shot once again. And, shots like this that gives you confidence as a batter on a day where the rest of your batters have struggled.
See, now at this point in time, Alison would be only thinking that before that last wicket comes, whether it is her at the strike or whether it is the non-striker batter at the strike, whatever runs you can gather, it will just add up to the scoreboard, and that is what her try is, and that's why she's going all aggressive. She's not going on the back foot. If you see, now look at that. Once again, quick reflexes, quick to just push the ball towards the short fine leg, get a run. So whatever runs, even if it comes as a single, even if it comes as a boundary, just adding up to the total.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. There should be something for the bowlers to bowl at. Very important as well. And if they can hang in there and play the 20 overs, that will be something to write off. And another dot delivery here. Vaishnavi, she's bowling within herself.
Well, yes, again, 2 wickets for her, just 5 runs given. That's amazing bowling figures that she's coming with.
That's flighted. No timing whatsoever. And Samaira does well. What a catch. Diving effort. And that's it. Hong Kong, China are bundled out for just 56.
Oh, this is a phenomenal catch, because first she went a little behind, and then just when she realized that the ball is going to fall ahead, she immediately goes for a dive. Oh, it will be an interesting replay to watch. A lovely catch there to end the innings. And here we see the replay now. Look at that. The ball is chipped in the air. There she is. The moment she realizes that the ball would, fall ahead of her, she went for a dive. And what a performance. 56 all out, Hong Kong, China.
Well, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here. Hong Kong, China, they've lost their way after winning the toss. But it's wonderful job done by the UAE team. And in the semi-final, well, that's the batting card. Natasha Miles went off to a good start, 13 for her. But if you see the rest of the batters, all in single digits apart from Mariam Bibi. So a forgettable day for the Hong Kong China batters. And wonderfully bowled from the bowlers, UAE bowlers, only 3 extras. Samaira started off well. She took a wicket. Hina was very tight up there with a wicket as well. But then Shashikala came in. She got the breakthrough. And since then, it has been the skipper, Isha Oza and Vaishnavi took 2 wickets and 3 wickets each. So 56 is all that Hong Kong China managed. So we'll be heading into a short break and we'll come back with the run chase. Well, we're back at the BAYUEMAS Oval, and it's time for the run chase. UAE will need to score 57 to win this contest to join Thailand, who are waiting there for the big final. Well, the final will take place tomorrow at this very ground, 2 p.m. Malaysian time. And in walks the two openers, Isha and Tirtha Satish, the wicketkeeper batter. Again, these two has done a wonderful job for UAE throughout this tournament. And they've scored quick runs as well. Tirtha Satish scored a half century in the previous game. And it's going to be Ikra taking the new ball in her hand, coming into ball from the Golden Hope end. Well, yes, it's a low score, but if you can pick up some early wickets, cricket can be a funny game. So I might sound very optimistic, but you can't write off this Hong Kong-China team. It's very, very important for them to pick up early wickets, but it's not going to be easy, especially against that batter, the opener, the skipper. And with me, I have Dipesh in the comm box.
Well, yes, it is going to be an interesting one to see, especially the first 2-3 balls I'm waiting for to be delivered. It will just exactly tell the intent, what discussions UAE team must have had in the dugout. Are they looking to finish this one early, or Hong Kong, China, with the bowling strength that they have always got to the table, will that impact in the power play over itself?
So the batters are ready. I'm just waiting for the confirmation from the umpire for the first ball of this run chase to come in. Well, I think we are all set. And it's going to be Ikra taking the new ball, and she'll be bowling against Isha. Just 57 to win for UAE. Can they get home? Well, here comes the first delivery. And what a start. Blazing shot through the offside, piercing the gap, and that will be a boundary.
Well, all she had to do is just use the pace of the bowler. It was always going to be the pace, ace, speed that is going to come at you. Just opening the full face of the bat, giving herself some room, and a very good cricket book shot. The square cut.
Well, that was short and wide. She just opened the face of the bat at the last moment. Well in control, not trying to hit the ball too hard. A shot of class from the skipper, and a good start for UAE. 4 runs on the board. Ikra straight away under some pressure. There she goes, aerial over the infield, goes over the bowler. That might be, well, good stop. Well, the fielder said 4, and the umpire signaled 4 as well. Valiant effort.
Well, yes, it was Marina Lamplow just doing that chase with Mariko Hill. Marina got to the ball. Even she tried to stop that one. But by that time, look at the beautiful shot, the connection that the skipper makes. The ball just hit the rope, and then she got her back. So 2 deliveries back to back and 2 boundaries.
Well, that just serves the statement, isn't it? 2 boundaries in the very first 2 deliveries. What a start here. Well, there's no holding back.
It was Chankain who got on the ball very early. Nicely backed up by the captain, Natasha. And
Interesting field set here, especially the cover fielder, an extra cover very close, and straight away the ball goes to that fielder, Carrie Chan. She's very close to Natasha Miles. It's almost like they are side by side.
I really like the body language at this moment of Isha, because she's looking so confident. She's coming on the ball, she's coming on the front foot. Every ball that she's facing, she's much in control of every shot that she's playing.
Fuller delivery, drives straight to the fielder, no runs there. It's Mariko Hill, the fielder, one of the better fielders in the side.
And this is what I like about Ikra. Even after going in for 2 boundaries in the first 2 deliveries, she's bowling more onto the bat and challenging again and again that you hit me for 2 boundaries, show me more of those hitting. Every ball that is going, it's coming onto the bat.
Well, 2 more runs. Well, they're going for the third, and excellent running. Pushed the fielder, ran that third run on the throw, and a very good understanding between the batters. A wonderful start, 11 without loss. Well, Dipesh, what would you say about this gameplay, the way they've UAE approached this game and the dominance they're showing right now?
You use the right word, complete dominance till now. Even in the first over, they got 2 boundaries, 2 early boundaries, and after that, the run scoring has been on. 11 of the first over, that's a good start.
It's absolutely. Alison Sue taking the new ball from the Golden Hope end. Well, that's the Negar end, in fact. And it's going to be all pace for Hong Kong, China. And there's a slight change in the field as well. There's a sweeper in place, and the fine leg comes into the circle. So I think the idea is very simple, to ball it outside the off stump for Asia to play that expensive drive through the covers. Oh, wild swing and a miss.
That's a very good delivery. It was just so close when it just passed the bat. She'll have to be careful.
There's a good start here from Alison Sue. Good delivery right on the stumps, and good running between the wickets as well. They took on the skipper, Natasha Miles, at cover.
Yes, didn't try to hit it too hard, just pushing it for a quick cheeky single here. So you'll see the mix of everything. Even if then boundaries are coming in, those easy singles are also taken. The effort is in every shot that they're playing.
Yes, and with that, Tirtha Satish will take the strike for the first time. It has been a lot of action, and all coming from the skipper, Esha Oja, and definitely one of the candidates for the player of the tournament. And I won't be shocked if she gets there. This flicked away beautifully. Good piece of timing on that. It's a long chase for the fielder, and the ball will win the race.
Well, yes, good in position and flicks that one. Good use of the bottom hand as well. As soon as the ball was in connect, it had enough momentum for it to reach to the boundary. What a wonderful shot. Just class and elegance comes together on that shot.
And it looked effortless as well. A very well balanced shot. And she has strong wrists as well. Oh, that's pulled. Even better this time. Again, the chase goes on. And this time Carrie Chen does well. Long chase for her.
Well, again, shot of the length, just nicely chipped it over that short mid-wicket and the square leg area that is there, what you see. A long chase there for the fielders as well.
And straight away, there's a change in field, particularly for that shot, the pull shot. There's a deep mid-wicket. and a short mid wicket as well. That's something different. Again, finds the fielder. Good captaincy, I would say.
This is a good one and a good fielding that is placed. Now they've taken that deep mid wicket, and you will also have the deep fine leg. So anything that comes off the wrist on the onside, there is protection.
Oh, full toss, asking for punishment. She goes past the bowler, and a straight drive for boundary, number 2 in the over.
Well, nothing much to do when it is a full toss ball. It's a no-brainer. And all you had to do is just play that shot into the gap. Let's look at the replay. As I said, it's a no-brainer, straight down the ground. And what a wonderful start this is.
Well, that's another 11 run over, 11 of the first over, and the same goes in the second as well. I'll talk about consistency. That's one for you. And they seem to be in a bit of hurry as well, probably just trying to get back and prepare for the finals.
I think they've done very good in the first innings, and when you come with a low score chasing, I don't think so there's much pressure or much thought into it. It's just that try to get as many as runs in the power play.
Change of bowling. It's Carrie Chan, the left arm spinner. That was a beautiful delivery, flighted. Flighted. She's throwing the challenge to Isha Oja, just trying to entice her to play that ball in the air.
Yes, she's just tossing it up and wanting Isha to try to hit it in the air and make some mistake. That's a good chance that she's taking.
Oh, almost falling for the trap. Well, I'm liking it. It's a good challenge between the two players. And Isha is not going to hold back. She's someone who likes to take the attack to the spinners. Every time it's in her slot, she's going to line up to hit you for a 6. And it can be on the cards. It's just a matter of time. Much flatter. Good change of pace. That's 4 dot deliveries in the over. What a good start for Carrie Chan. Again, flighted. Well, it's a bit of cat and mouse game going out there. And Dipesh, it needs a lot of courage and bravery as well. Well, you know, there is a batter who's in great form, just flighting it and challenging them. This is a good shot. Oh, fielder could have done better. That's a 4. Ikra was there. She got there and just couldn't hold on to it. But a good over comes to an end. Only 4 runs of it. It's 26 without loss.
Well, again, a good looking shot. It had to come because from a long time she was just playing towards the fielders, and that misfield added 4 more runs to the total. 26 after the end of 3.
Well, there's got to be a change in the bowling. It's Marina Lamplau, leg spinner. Well, Natasha Miles is changing around her bowlers. We have seen different bowlers used for the first 4 overs. It's Marina Lamplau. Not the best of deliveries. Sliding down the leg. That's a single. And it's going to be wide as well. I thought it got something on the way.
See, at this moment, she's already had 3 bowlers before Marina Lamplow has come in. It was Ikra Sahar who went in for runs, Allison who went in for runs, then it was Chankain who was very much economical. So right now with economical overs, you need wickets. Shah?
Yes, I think that's the only way to have any impact on this game. That's well bowled. Good change of pace. Was bowled much flatter. Went on. Skidded on.
This is one thing I observed, especially with Marina bowling this ball and the previous over. What I observed is whenever they're taking the pace off, it is making, Isha a little uncomfortable, which we saw in the previous over as well.
Yes, I think it's just the slowness of the turf. And we have seen at the BAYUEMAS Oval where spinners get something out of this. Oh, that's a miss hit. A fielder coming underneath. Oh dear. A drop catch. Can you believe it?
And I think it's just not the day. Again, exactly what plan Marina had against Isha. It did work if that catch would have been taken.
Well, it was Sanjeen, the fielder on that occasion. Beautifully driven. Excellent timing on that. Boundary past the bowler. Well, just a low full toss, but you need to hit them well to get it away. 4 runs here for Tirtha Satish.
Well, not just a low full toss, but a full toss had a lot of pace because it was quicker in the nature, and all you had to do is just place the bat on it. Wonderful timing once again from Tirtha Satish.
And it's heartbreaking for Marina Lamplow as well. Created that opportunity in the last delivery, and the very next one goes for a boundary. So you need to feel for the bowler. She's done the right thing so far. Comes the 5th delivery. Straight to Natasha Miles. No runs there.
Well, it will be a little heartbreaking, especially when that catch also went down.
Last delivery coming up. Slightly short of length. She just pulled the length back. Good finish to the over. It's 33 for none. Carrie Chan will continue in here. A wonderful over from her. The previous one. She was putting in the challenge to Isha Oja, the skipper. Well, she has been in the race to be at the top of the batters. Isha Oja right up there. Beautifully bowled. Look at that. That's brilliant.
See, this is what I've changed when even in Chankain's previous over and after that when spinners have come in, Maria Lamplow.
Again, a good change of pace. Bowled it much flatter this time.
Change of pace have worked a lot because it is wanting the batsman to just play, but the ball is coming a little late on the bat.
And I think it's a good battle. And Isha Oja, she's enjoying the battle as well. Carrie Chan throwing a lot of questions at her. That's flicked away. That's a good shot. That will be runs, at least 2 of them. There she comes back for the second.
And not a great delivery on the leg side. It's easy ones right now. You got to stick on 3 sticks. You got to just make sure that they're up there on those 3 stumps, trying to get wickets.
Flighted, goes inside out. This time she finds the gap. But Mariko Hill does well, keeps it down to 2.
You know, it was a slower one, it was a pace off, but it was also some wit given to the batter to play that shot. So she could easily play that and clear the extra covers region.
It wasn't the best of timings. Probably the only thing missing. The intent was clear. Beautifully bowled once again. Finds the skipper. No runs there.
Now the earlier one was a very slower one. This was quick in its nature. So she's testing Isha with pace as well. A lot of variations there.
Yes, and you need to give a lot of credit to her. She has taken the challenge again. Good running between the wickets. A quick single to end the over. Wild throw there. Well, that's the end of the 5th over. 38 without loss.
Five overs done, 1 more over left in the power play. It's 38 for no loss. The UAE have been on a rampage ever since they came out to bat. Hong Kong, China have been looking for wickets. They had an opportunity. Goes big this time. Brilliant connection. Just 1 bounce before the boundary.
Oh, that's a superb connection again from Isha. Just stand and deliver is what she has been doing till now. Again, look at the power, look at the bat swing. Oh, just almost on that 1 feet. Picks that up 1 and goes for a boundary.
She can bowl, she can pick up wickets, she can score quickly with the bat. That's short, that's very beautifully deft touch. Played away to third. Will that be a boundary? The ball stops almost before. They will scamper back for the third. That's also brilliant running between the wickets. Tirtha wanted the third. She got it very, very comfortably. UAE inching ever so close to that target. Only need 12 more.
Well, she waited for the ball to come in. Something that she was missing out on the previous overs bowled by Chankayan and Marina.
Taking it on the full will be a dot ball. Very hard to come by these in this game, especially in the second innings. Short, pulled away, straight to the fielder. That was a hit me ball. Could have gone anywhere.
Another chance there. Another chance there gone down.
Well, it's been the story of the day for Hong Kong, China. She bowls that a little wide. A couple of drop chances here. Both of the bowling of Marina Lamplaw.
The first it was Joylene who missed that catch, and then it was Chankayan now.
That's driven beautifully, finds the gap. This will race to the boundary. But the fielder, Mariam Bibi, their best fielder, will bring that back. A couple of more runs and the target now less than 10.
Well, this has been exceptional from Tirtha and Isha. Almost like complementing each other.
That's in the air, just short of the fielder. Well, on another day, that would have been a wicket, but at the end of 6 overs, a blistering start for the UAE. They finished with 48 for no loss.
Well, let's look at the replay where that late cut, clever cricket from Isha, the captain. And look at, the running between the wickets. Tirtha Satish running that second one very hard to make sure that she runs back to the third one.
Carry Chan to continue. Isha will ideally look to finish the game in this over. Power play restrictions have been lifted. There are 4 fielders, 2 on the offside, long off and deep cover, long on and deep mid wicket on the leg. Oh, she goes big. Connection is very good. Long on will cut it off and they will come back for the second.
This is being in full control of every shot they are playing. 50 up for UAE.
Wild Hoik. What Isha's done really well in this innings is she's commanded this run chase from ball 1. She said, we want to be done and dusted with this as soon as possible. And she's led the way. Another full delivery, hit back past the bowler. Will beat the fielder at long off and get to the boundary. What a strong shot that was.
I think this is just the preparation of Isha for the Asia Cup. The way she's playing this 2020 format, hitting the ball left, right, centre and scoring runs to all the parts of the ground. Again, straight on to the bat, using full force and a wonderful bottom hand that she always loves to bring it in play.
One hit away. Walks across, bludgeons it, but only will be a single. She's doing her average very, very good.
Look at the pace with which that was hit back. Even Mariko Hill couldn't reach to the ball.
Absolutely. If Mariko Hill cannot get to it, there's very little people who can find arms to stop that.
Now, who gets the winning runs?
Field being altered just a little bit. There is a deep square, deep mid in place. Very close in fielder at 45 on the offside, who will now come back to the leg. No. Some confusion there. We'll go to short third. Packed offside ring. Almost Yorks it. She wanted to go for the big hoik, but the scores are level now. The captain bringing all her fielders into the circle. Isha, knowing how she's played today, will look for the big one. Does go for the big one. That will be the winning runs, and it's come from the bat of the triumphant skipper, Isha Oza. A brilliant knock to finish a very, very short game. She's finished this and chased that target of 57 down in just 7 overs. Without losing a wicket, the UAE have done this. A phenomenal, comprehensive win, and what a way to get into the finale of this wonderful tournament. Commiserations to Hong Kong, China. They've been brilliant throughout the tournament, but it just wasn't their day today. After losing those wickets early on, especially the 3 big batters who've scored the chunk of runs for their team, were back in the hut. There was no looking back for them. They weren't able to build partnerships. They will walk with their head held high. They will be seen again very soon in the Asia Cup. And also tomorrow when they play Indonesia in the contest which will decide who finished third and fourth. Well, that's the batting card. Not a lot to read there. Isha, the captain, not out on 37. Tirtha, not out on 17. Made an easy effort to win this contest. And that's the summary after being bowled out for 56 and winning the toss as well. Hong Kong, China weren't able to do anything with the bat today. Just wasn't their day. Vaishnavi Mahesh with 3 wickets. Isha, the captain, who can do nothing wrong in this tournament with a couple. And Sashikala and Hina with 1 apiece. In return, in 7 overs, they make a meal out of this target, 57, without losing a wicket. And a comprehensive victory for the UAE women. They will face Thailand tomorrow in the finale. We will take a short break and we will catch up at the presentation very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation here at the BAYUEMAS Oval. And we've had a fantastic game of cricket, a very, very quick one. And to be able to present the Player of the Match award, may I please invite Mr. Anurag, a member, a board of directors in Hong Kong Cricket and the CEC. Welcome, sir. And the Player of the Match today is going to be none other than the captain of the UAE, Isha, who's been making this a very big habit. Isha will have a quick chat with you just in a bit. May I please invite Natasha Miles for a quick chat. Natasha, tough luck. You've had a lot of things go right for you. Where do you think this went wrong?
I think it's pretty obvious. Didn't get enough runs on the board there.
What do you think actually happened when 3 wickets were in the hut? What was the discussion in the camp?
I think we just wanted to bat the 20 overs at that point. I think a couple of mistakes were just made on judgment and how we wanted to go about that power play. I think, runs-wise, we got off to a start that we wanted, just lost some wickets there unnecessarily, and we just kind of wanted to bat 20 overs, which unfortunately we didn't do. We thought if we did that, we'd probably be able to put on something we could try and defend.
You've had a fantastic tournament up until today. What are the big positives that you would take for going ahead?
I think we've definitely, come together as a team in terms of like backing ourselves and being able to put a score on the board and defend that as well in other games. Obviously, we didn't put a big one today when it came to crunch time, but I think, our mindset and how we go about our games is hugely improved, and there's just something we can just continue to grow on as each game comes.
Brilliant. You will be seen very, very soon. Also tomorrow and the Asia Cup. How are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, super looking forward to that. I mean, that's where you want to be. You want to be playing against the best teams in the world, and having the opportunity to play against the likes of India and Sri Lanka will be a great test for our girls and be a lot of fun.
Very well done. Congratulations on the tournament and tough luck, but go well.
Cheers, thanks again.
That was Natasha Miles, the captain of Hong Kong, China. May I please invite the player of the match and the winning captain, Isha Oza. Isha, you've been making this a big-time habit. You don't want anybody else to come up and get the award, is it?
Oh, I do. I mean, that's how I was swinging hard. I mean, take the risk. If you get out, there are other batters in the shed waiting to have a bat.
On a very light note, was it the heat that made you want to go berserk in the second innings and quickly finish this off?
It was just the brand. It's a certain brand of cricket we're trying to play. We're working towards playing that. And yeah, I mean, every game we're just trying to get better and better at doing that.
Coming back to good cricket, you've been fantastic throughout the tournament. You have one more day where you can see the finishing line. Good rest today. What are your thoughts going into the finale?
I think that's what we came here for. We came here to lift that trophy. So the most important day is tomorrow when we play that finals. All these games led us there, but I think we have to give more than what we've given till now to go win that trophy tomorrow, and hopefully we do that.
Brilliant. You've had a fantastic day today. You've done it quickly as well. More time to rest?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, more time to rest is good for us.
Brilliant. Go well. All the very best for tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it from the BAYUEMAS Oval today. Tomorrow, the all-important finale. And it is going to be a crackerjack of a contest tomorrow. Stay tuned till then.